Hey everyone, my name's Tom. My wife got me this really cool stacking kit for Christmas. Merry Christmas, today is Christmas. You can stack them on top of each other, and then they got little handles that attach them, and then you can just roll them around, so it's really easy to move your tools around. And I'm the sort of guy who names everything. And this stacker kit is for holding my Dremel stuff, which I love the Dremel. And I thought, well, if I'm gonna use the engraving tool to name my stacking kit, I may as well start a Dremel channel. So that's what I'm doing. This will be my first video. So we're going to engrave my name and phone number onto this. I won't show you guys my phone number except for that one if you want to give us some business. Yeah, my personal number will be on the stacker kit. So we'll just engrave my name today. It's irrelevant. I'll show you guys exactly what tools for the Dremel that you need to achieve this, and some methods of how to do it, working with different materials. This is made of plastic. We need to keep that as a consideration so that our engraving tool doesn't melt it, for example. So I'll teach you guys all about that. Engraving plastic, very different from engraving metal, glass or wood. So make sure to, if you do like the video, just subscribe. And my son is watching me right there through the window right now, so if you get any interruptions on the microphone, and it might just be him. And it's very windy today. I bought this microphone especially for this video because it was windy today. So let me know how it goes. If I need another one, I need another one. I've been told that audio is really important. So just let me know. Put it in the comments. Anyway, let's get straight into it. So there are, when we're using a Dremel, there are some safety considerations. The way that a Dremel works is essentially, let me just move it, it's just a rotating head. That's all it does. But it allows you to put in different, what they call bits. Okay, so this is a diamond bit, for example, and you can put in like a nylon brush bit, and, you know, lots and lots of different bits, okay, and so they're all rotating. So for that reason, you want to wear gloves. Highly recommend it. You'll find often when you're using a Dremel, especially if this is the first time that you're ever going to use it, your fingers can get quite close to the rotating head. It also depends what you're working on. If you're working on something really small and you don't have a pair of pliers or a Leatherman, you know, like this, then you're just in the danger zone. I'd just highly recommend wearing gloves. The other one is just a pair of safety glasses. Okay, even if you're just doing something as simple as polishing. So when you're polishing with a Dremel, let's say you're polishing coins or something like that, you'll get these felt bits. They're nice and soft, and it doesn't seem like they can cause damage. That's one that's been used. Doesn't seem like it can cause damage. But what happens is, when you've got the jeweler's rouge, they call it, and these parts are rotating, it tends to flick it up at your eyes. The same with the wire brushes if you're trying to de-rust something. So even today, even though I'm just engraving, I'm engraving plastic. If it were to get caught or a bit were to melt, it could flick it up in my eyes. So I just recommend wearing glasses, safety glasses. Alright, nice and simple. So if you've bought a Dremel just for the engraving, I highly recommend this attachment. It attaches on your Dremel here. It attaches on your Dremel here, and it just gives you a long, thin place to work with, so you can hold it like a pen and do really fine work with it. Okay, so that's just the Dremel Flex hose attachment. The other attachment is this. It's the, I think they call it a multi-chuck or something. These are like $40 New Zealand. So they're quite expensive. The chuck set the Dremel comes with just doesn't allow for different sizes, and they're not very quick. This just allows it to be really quick if you're changing bits often, as I am. And if you're going to do a lot of engraving, get a kit like this, a carving and engraving kit. Essentially these bits here, from, if you follow my finger, they are silicon carbide bits. They're really hard material, so you can carve into rocks with those. And then we've got various sized engraving bits and various shapes, and then 2 diamond bits on the end. So when you're using a Dremel, it's all about being harder. The bit that you want to use has got to be harder than the material that you're working with, and that's why you would use something like silicon carbide or diamond being one of the hardest materials. So these diamond bits you can engrave on glass or ceramic, and then these bits are wood and other materials. But if you don't have this, or you haven't, or you don't want to purchase it, when you buy your Dremel, it'll come with a case like this. This one's slightly modified, but in it they always have one of these. Gonna be real hard for my camera to focus just because of its size, but I'll put an image up in the edit of what it is, but you'll get one of these bits. And the reason we were going to use this is it's got nice sharp edges for plastic, so it's not going to melt, it's just going to chip everything away. And we can use it at a lower speed, so it's not going to melt the plastic. And that's essentially what we want, really, to engrave our name. So we just need to put that in the Dremel bit, leave a little bit out, and then we can get started. So I'll stick the GoPro here, and hopefully we can get a nice close-up of what I'm doing. I hope it works, but again, this is my first video, so we'll see how it goes. So an important consideration when you start engraving is you need to know which way that the Dremel rotates. To test it, you can just turn it on a low speed and just figure out which way it spins. Okay, so it's spinning clockwise, is it? Clockwise, yeah. So it's spinning to the right. The reason we want to know that is because if we're working against it, it's going to want to try run away on us. But if we work with it, then it's going to be nice and easy to do. So you don't want to work against the way that it's spinning, because then you're going to lose control. So you want to work with the way that it's spinning. My GoPro's just ran out of battery, so I'll just get another battery and we'll get started. So I'm just going to do this all freehand just because it's my name on the box. I'm not selling it to a customer. I don't ever plan on selling this kit. So it doesn't really matter if it's nice and neat. Let's just get started. So with any luck, the footer showed you what I did with some of the harder letters, like the O's and the R and the S. I'm going to go from bottom to top just to follow the way that it's spinning. So essentially that's how you engrave into plastic with a Dremel. Hopefully this video has been helpful to you. Give me suggestions in the comments what I can do better next time, whether I need an equipment upgrade or whatever. I'll buy more cameras and I'll buy microphones, whatever, it's all good. Dremel bits. If you want to know how to do something, I love that thing. That's my second favourite tool on earth, the Dremel. So you'll see a lot of videos coming out from here. So please do give me suggestions down in the comments. Otherwise, if you like the video and you want to see more, just subscribe or do whatever you need to do. I'm not quite sure how they do it now. But do your thing. Cheers for watching, team. Bye.